hearts are alive and well here in East Tennessee.
Yeah, you know, a group of mechanics has now come to the aid of a widow who's been without her car for nearly 5 months. WATE 6 on Your Side consumer reporter Don Dare follows up on the story of Fran Jordan.
Yeah, the last time we saw Mrs. Jordan, parts of her car's motor were dismantled.
I remember this, yeah.
In pieces. You know, kindness is being nice to someone, sharing without expecting anything in return. A kind word, a smile, or opening a door can all be acts of kindness. There's also a different way to practice it, opening your eyes and being active when you see someone in need. That's what a group of men did in deciding that since they have the expertise and the means, they wanted to help an elderly lady in need. Let's take a look. Under the hood of Fran Jordan's old Chevy Blazer, the engine parts missing 2 weeks ago have been replaced.
I have a new radiator.
Here?
I have a new battery.
Wow.
New fuel pump. This here is the stuff that they took.
That was missing.
Yeah.
That Mr. Watts never brought back. On August 20th, the engine in Fran's 1997 Blazer looked like the mechanic had stepped out to lunch. Tools were left behind. The expensive fuel injection system was missing. Other parts were haphazardly thrown in the engine bay. Fran's only means of transportation was at a standstill. This guy's name is George Watts.
Yeah.
George Watts is the shade tree mechanic Mrs. Jordan hired 6 months ago. When did you expect Mr. Watts to come back?
Right after this.
May 29th.
Yeah, I expected him back by the first of the month anyway.
In June.
Yeah. See, he's been here that many times.
Since March, Fran paid Watts a total of $430 in cash. She said he would start work, ask for more money, work a little more, then he quit in May.
And I haven't heard a word from him since the day he left.
We called Watts to ask when he'll return to finish up.
You have reached the voicemail box of George Watts.
Watts never got back to us.
I know I can find a mechanic that'll put it back together, but I can't afford to buy all of that.
Within hours after our story aired, a service mechanic called, said he and others at his shop would fix Mrs. Jordan's car at no cost, but they wanted to remain anonymous. Today, the tools are gone and the engine is back together. Where are the tools that used to be here?
I give them away.
You gave them away?
I figured if he didn't care anymore about his tools and leave them lay around, I'd give them to people that use them.
I read a note from the people who repaired the car. Here's what he said to me. Money and time well spent on a very deserving lady.
Well, I'm glad he thinks so. You guys have all been so nice about all this.
And oh yes, the old engine works just fine. How's it drive?
Drives great.
The look on her face says it all. Fran is grateful to be able to go to the store and to the men who made it all possible.
I know people are out there that do things like this. I'm just glad I met a couple of them.
When our story first aired last month, several people called our 6 on Your Side hotline saying they wanted to help Mrs. Jordan. She's grateful, too, for those offers of kindness. She decided on the group of mechanics who said they'd pick up her vehicle, take it to their shop, diagnose the problem, and fix it, and that they did, and bring it back as well. And you know, lots of people are generous, and these men were certainly generous.
Oh, yeah.
They called within minutes after that story aired.
Yeah.
They said, we'll pick it up tomorrow. They picked it up the next day.
Took
on
care
a
of it.
flatbed, hauled it off.
Sounded good when it started up.
Yeah, sure did.
And I like the fact she gave the tools away because it wasn't going to use them anyhow.
She doesn't need them. It's all fixed.
Fantastic.
Never heard from the guy.
Amazing.
Never heard from him.
Never
Don,
heard from
nice
him.
job.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you, Don.
Hey, if you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wat.com or call his 6 on Your Side hotline, the number 865-633-5974.